Myth 1. Closing apps saves battery. You're killing your battery by trying to save it. Force closing apps doesn't help. It hurts. Your phone's smarter than you think. Apps sit suspended in RAM, frozen, not running. Like a paused video game. Zero CPU drain. RAM uses power whether full or empty. It's a warehouse with lights always on. Empty shelves don't save electricity. Here's what you're actually doing. Making your phone reload everything from scratch. Rebuilding interfaces. Re-establishing connections. Burning CPU cycles. That's real power drain. iOS and Android freeze background apps within seconds. They're not running. They're not processing. They're just data sitting idle, ready to wake up instantly. The real battery killers? Screen brightness. Weak cellular signals. GPS tracking. Apps refreshing every 10 minutes. Battery monitors lie to you. They show Instagram at the top because you scrolled for 20 minutes. That doesn't mean closing it now saves power later. Stop the app massacre. Your phone knows what it's doing. Myth 2. More megapixels means better photos. Megapixels are marketing's greatest scam. A 12MP camera destroys a 108MP camera. Every single day, megapixels measure resolution, not quality. 12MP prints a crystal-clear 16 by 20 poster. Instagram compresses everything to 1MP anyway. What matters? Sensor size, pixel size, lens quality, processing algorithms. Think buckets collecting light. Bigger bucket, better photos. iPhone 14 Pro, 12MP with massive pixels. Budget Android, 64MP with microscopic pixels. The iPhone wins in low light, detail, dynamic range, everything that matters. Physics doesn't lie. Cram 108 million pixels onto a pinky nail sensor. Each pixel becomes microscopic, captures less light, creates more noise, worse shadows, blown highlights. Manufacturers know this. They use pixel binning, combining multiple pixels into one. That 108MP camera, taking 12MP photos most of the time. Professional cameras have 61MP on sensors 35 times larger than phones. Individual pixels stay massive. That's the secret. Computational photography wins wars now. Google Pixel beats everyone with only 50MP because the math after you press the shutter matters more than the hardware. Multiple exposures, perfect alignment, noise reduction, dynamic range expansion, all in milliseconds. Samsung's 200MP cameras in 2026? Pure marketing. Huge file sizes. No visible improvement. Pro photographers want better low-light performance, not bigger numbers. Myth 3. Incognito mode makes you anonymous. This is the part most people get dangerously wrong. Incognito mode is security theater. The disclaimer tells you exactly what it does. Nobody reads it. Here's the truth. Incognito only hides history from your local device. That's it. Your ISP sees everything. Your employer? Monitoring every click. Websites? Tracking your IP, device fingerprint behavior. Government? Unaffected. Advertisers? Still building your profile. You've closed the curtains while streaming everything on the front lawn. Normal browsing stores cookies, history, passwords locally. Incognito deletes that when you close the window. Perfect for hiding engagement ring shopping from your partner. But your digital fingerprint remains intact. Browser fingerprinting collects hundreds of data points. Screen resolution, installed fonts, time zone, graphics card, plugins. Creates a unique signature. Studies show 99% accuracy identifying users without cookies. Your IP address screams your location. Log into Gmail while incognito. Google knows everything. Facebook pixels on shopping sites. Reporting back to Meta constantly. DNS queries go through your ISP unencrypted. They log every domain you access. HTTPS encrypts content, not destination. Anyone monitoring sees exactly where you went. Legal protection? Zero. Law enforcement subpoenas ISP records, correlates IP activity, builds a complete picture. Private means private from other device users. Nothing else. What you actually need, VPN to mask IP. Privacy browsers like Brave, or Firefox. DNS over HTTPS. uBlock origin. The Tor browser for real anonymity. True anonymity requires operational security. Way beyond one tool. Myth 4. Macs don't get viruses. Mac invincibility is dead. macOS absolutely gets malware. Silver Sparrow infected 30,000 Macs. Xset spreads through Xcode projects. Schleyer tricks users with fake flash updates. The myth existed because Windows dominated 90% market share. Hackers follow the money. But Mac market share hit 20% in 2026. The target's big enough now. Apple security architecture helps. Gatekeeper blocks unknown developers. System integrity protection locks critical files. App sandboxing limits access. Xprotect scans for malware. More secure by default doesn't mean invulnerable. Social engineering bypasses everything. Your Mac is infected. Download Mac Keeper. Fake antivirus scams prey on users who think they're invincible. Browser attacks don't care about your OS. JavaScript exploits. Drive-by downloads. Credential harvesting. All platform agnostic. Supply chain attacks target Mac developers. Infect one developer, poison millions of users downstream. The real vulnerability? Mac users who click freely because Macs don't get viruses. That's what attackers exploit. Enterprise security treats Macs identically to Windows now. MDM solutions. Endpoint detection. Strict policies. No exceptions for the Apple logo. What to do? Keep macOS updated. Use the firewall. Verify app signatures. Enable file vault encryption. Abandon the myth. Myth 5. Charging your phone overnight damages the battery. Most people stop here, but the next myth affects your daily routine. Overnight charging fear comes from 1990s battery technology. Irrelevant for 15 years. Modern phones use lithium-ion batteries with charge controllers. Overcharging is physically impossible. Batteries charge in 2 phases. Phase 1, rapid current to 80%. Phase 2, constant voltage tapering to 100%. Slower, generates heat. At 100%, the charge controller stops charging. Your phone runs on wall power directly, bypassing the battery entirely. Like a laptop with battery removed. When the battery drops to 98%, the charger tops it up. Small cycles throughout the night, 1 to 2% each. Negligible wear. What actually degrades batteries? Heat. Batteries above 30 degrees Celsius degrade faster. Fast chargers in hot environments cause stress. That's why optimized charging delays past 80% until you wake up. Deep discharge. Draining to 0% regularly creates stress. Lithium-ion prefers partial cycles between 20 to 80%. Extended time at 100%. Keeping maximum charge for weeks causes minor voltage stress. Calendar aging. Batteries degrade with time, even in used. Charging overnight is fine. Your phone is engineered for this. Every flagship from the past decade handles it intelligently. Want maximum longevity? Avoid extreme temperatures. Use slower charging when convenient. Keep charge between 20 to 80%. Old nickel-cadmium batteries from the 1990s suffered memory effect. Your 1997 cordless phone? Bad to leave charging. Your 2026 iPhone? Completely different chemistry. Stop worrying. Myth 6. Safely remove USB drives. Safely remove hardware. It's the tech equivalent of throwing salt over your shoulder. Here's the truth. Since 2018, Windows defaults to quick removal. It writes the data instantly. No caching. If the file is done copying, just yank it. The only time you need to eject. If you're actively copying a file, obviously. If it's an old-school spinning hard drive, for your little USB stick, life is too short. Pull it out. Myth 7. Airplane mode significantly accelerates charging. Technically, airplane mode reduces power consumption by disabling cellular radios, Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth. This should theoretically speed up charging. In practice, the difference is negligible, perhaps 2 to 3 minutes on a full charge cycle. The power saved from disabled radios is minimal compared to the total charging wattage. A 20-watt charger delivers 20 watts whether airplane mode is enabled or not. The bottleneck is the charging circuit and battery chemistry, not background radioactivity. If you want faster charging, use a higher wattage charger or simply power off the device completely. Myth 8. Private browsing stops tracking. Let's circle back to privacy. We know Incognito doesn't hide you from your ISP, but surely it stops Amazon and Facebook from tracking you? Wrong again. Cookies are old news. Today, we have fingerprinting. Websites scan your screen resolution, your battery level, your installed fonts, and your graphics driver. They mix it into a unique ID. Only one in 286,000 browsers looks exactly like yours. You aren't a face in the crowd. You are a glowing red dot. Incognito doesn't change your screen size, so it doesn't stop the tracking. If you want real privacy, you need a VPN, Firefox strict mode, and a lot of patience. 8 myths. From mildly wrong to genuinely dangerous. Your phone's battery management is smarter than you. Trust it. Camera quality is sensor size and processing, not megapixels. Incognito protects you from roommates, not corporations or governments. Macs get malware like any computer. Overnight charging is safe with modern charge controllers. USB ejection matters mainly for active operations and mechanical drives. Website tracking goes far beyond cookies. Simple stories about complex systems are usually wrong. Reality has nuance. Question what you know. Verify before you believe. And stop telling people to close their apps.